Last year, 2021, we made the decision that we would start getting that bucket list from the bucket list into reality. And I think this is where Camino de Santiago was the first item that we said, this is happening.
Every day I see miserable people doing things they hate just to fit in. I know it's easier to get along peacefully, but have you ever thought about you? Don't know why I keep on doing what I'm told to do, when the rules are made up by someone we never knew. Baby, wipe your tears and hear me out. We don't need someone to feel alright.
So I'm Louise,
I'm Mark.
and between us we have 5 children.
Yeah.
Do you want to say yours?
Yes, so I have 4 children. So I have Georgia, who's 23, Harry, that's 19, Henry, that's 15, and Lewis, that is 13.
And then we have, I have Megan, my daughter, who is 11 years old.
Yeah, and don't forget the dogs. So we have 2 dogs. We have Bertie, that's a Basset Hound, who's approximately 6-7 years old. And we have Monty, who is a Sprudel, that's a Welsh Springer Poodle, and he's approximately about 5 years old.
So in our real lives at home, when we're not on Camino, we run 2 businesses. We run a co-working space in our home city of Hereford, and then also an app that supports people with their mental health.
Yeah.
And we got to a point where all we were doing was working in order to earn money, in order to pay a mortgage, and in order to go on the annual, if we were lucky, biannual holiday. But it was just, work till you retire, and then that's it, is what we were doing. We were working hard.
Yeah, pretty much like any other family in the UK.
Yeah.
So we are a blended family, as we've just heard, and we were getting up in the morning on a Monday morning, and we were going to work, and we were finishing on a Friday, breathing a sigh of relief, but then realising that actually what we got to do then is mow the lawn, clean the garage out, wash the car, take the kids to wherever, and it was just the normal lifestyle.
The normal treadmill that everybody is on, and I'm sure you can completely empathise with. But then 2 things happened. One was the COVID-19 pandemic, which of course stopped all of us in our tracks and sent us all home.
Yeah.
And then second thing is,
so last year I got diagnosed with stage 3 prostate cancer. So at 46 years old, that's not something that you would expect to happen, but it did. So it is what it is. So I got diagnosed with it, and the prognosis was to make sure that they did a prostatectomy, i.e. get it out. So last year was taken up a lot by cancer treatment. Had my prostatectomy, fantastic treatment given by the NHS, followed by the tail end of last year, beginning of this year, of radiotherapy.
I think it'd be fair to say the COVID-19 pandemic kind of stopped everything a little bit, but Mark's cancer diagnosis stopped us completely in our tracks.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everything was a little bit more uncertain. We didn't know how things were going to pan out. Thankfully, at the moment, all is good. But it did make us stop and think about what we were doing, and all of those things, because we had so many dreams, a lot of them around travel, of all these things that we wanted to do, which we'd been saying for several years. Oh, we'll do that when the kids leave home, or we'll do that when the kids have moved on, and they're all things that we would do in the future. And suddenly, the future wasn't as certain as it had been.
Yeah, totally. And I think the realisation was we had to do it now. So last year, 2021, we made the decision that we would start getting that bucket list from the bucket list into reality. And I think this is where Camino de Santiago was the first item that we said, this is happening.
I think that one of the things that happened is, partly because of the pandemic, we were at home, we started to watch YouTube, and we started to watch other people doing these things that we were dreaming about.
Yeah.
And we'll link the people that we're inspired by below. But we did start to think, actually, this can be done. People have done the Camino de Santiago with their children. Maybe we could just get on and do it.
Yeah, and which we did. And we're here now. We are sitting currently around 200 plus kilometres into our journey, just sitting in a small little town with 2 of our children who decided that they did want to join us on this journey, enjoying the experiences that it brings. So actually, what it shows is actually it can happen. and you can make it reality. So as we said earlier, we were living that dream. We had the house, we had the cars, we had the holidays, you know, we were working hard for them. Last year made us realise that actually we needed to change things around a little bit. So what we did is we downsized the house, we downsized the car, we went without the newest iPhone. You know, we started to look at what our expenditure was because we wanted to make this happen now. Not everybody can. But we managed to do it. So we made a downsize, didn't we, Louise?
Yeah.
And we're now living in a house which is a lot smaller than our original home. But actually, what it's allowed us to do is to go and travel for this period of time for 6 weeks.
Yeah. And we, you know, we completely appreciate how lucky we are to be able to do this. Actually, I'm going to rephrase that. It's not luck. We've worked to make it happen. We've made changes. We've made sacrifices, and we've made compromises to make it happen now in a smaller way than perhaps doing it in, you know, jacking everything in and walking away from it all. We've made it happen in smaller pieces. So here we are on the Camino de Santiago. We've got 6 weeks roughly out here, but this isn't the end of our dream. This is just one of the things that we wanted to do.
So we've got a whole itinerary this year of travel. We've got different events going on. We're traveling around the globe as much as we can to go and do different things, and we will bring you along in on that journey.
Yeah, some of them are going to be smaller trips, some of them are going to be everyday journeys. And some of them will be big ones like this Camino that we're doing now. But I think our long-term aim would be that we would love to be able to travel a lot more and at least take a year or two out to do full-time travel. That's our dream. At the moment, it almost seems impossible, but this seemed impossible a few months ago. And one of the reasons why we're sharing this journey on YouTube, which is like, you know, a little bit cringy, we're new to this, it's very cringy for the kids. But one of the reasons that we're sharing this is because we were inspired by other people doing it on YouTube, and we want you to be inspired. Those dreams that you have, it is possible, you just have to find a way to do it. Even if it's a smaller version of what you want to do. But it is possible, and we'd like to show you that, you know, we've made it happen, and so can you.
Totally. So subscribe to our channel, keep an eye on what we're doing. We will share what we're doing, and it is all real. And hopefully you will enjoy watching us as we go along on our journey.